Hello, Jerrod Niemann.
Hello.
So I wrote these out myself today, and I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Okay. Let's do it.
You're not only an artist, you're also a songwriter. Tell us about some of the songs that we might recognize that you've written.
Well, I was fortunate in 2005 to have my first #1 hit as a songwriter, and went out to Oklahoma and wrote a tribute song for Chris Ledoux with Mr. Garth Brooks, a song called Good Ride Cowboy. I don't know if you remember that one, but I know we definitely have some Chris Ledoux fans here. So that was an amazing experience. Of course, anytime you in a room with Garth Brooks, you learn two things: how far you've come and how far you still have to go. Because
right.
He's a genius.
#1 song, Lover, Lover. Where were you? What was the scenario when you first heard that your song went to #1?
I wish it was a cooler story, but I was laying in bed and got a text. And I was like, I was still very excited, and so I just responded. I said, okay, great, well, just don't pinch me, for two reasons. And the first reason being because, I've always, since I was a kid, you dream of having a #1 hit, even if you're not sure what it is, what it means. So I said, don't pinch me because, dream has come true. And the second reason is, if you pinch me, that kind of stings, it hurts. So if you could refrain from pinching me, I appreciate it.
If you could do a duet with somebody, say on the next album, who would it be?
Can we make it a trio?
Sure.
We were visiting earlier about Jamie Johnson and Randy Houser. I'd love to do something with those guys.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to go first, that way I don't have to follow them.
What is in Jerrod Niemann's iPod right now?
I have a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah, I want to hear about it.
Stuff, clear from literally from Eddie Arnold to Vampire Weekend. I've got everything. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
No, there's I just love. I've grown up listening to country music, and when I was a kid and wanted to decided I wanted to do this my whole life, I thought the least someone could do is appreciate where it came from and find out what you're representing. So you instantly realize that your heroes had heroes who had heroes who had heroes, and I loved like for instance George Strait, Randy Travis, and Keith Whitley were kind of the guys I first connected with, and then I realized that for instance Merle Haggard, a lot of their heroes, and Merle Haggard's heroes, Lefty Frizzell, his hero was Ernest Tubb, his hero was Jimmy Rogers. And that takes you back to the 20s. So I just am fascinated with every era of country music, and so I have it all on my iPod.
What do you do in your off time? Do you have hobbies? Collect anything?
No. I have collected, this is really cool to tell people, collected magnets from all the airports I've been to. So I have a bunch of magnets.
That's neat, Jerrod. Okay, great.
But in my spare time, I actually just play music. I know it sounds bizarre.
You've lost weight.
Yes.
Which is what I'm planning to do. No, seriously. Don't you look at me like that, Jerrod Niemann.
No, you're silly. You don't need to lose any weight. I tell you, it's just a simple
No, I really
simple
do, just for my own peace of mind. Just for my own peace of mind. That's what I want to do. That's my next goal. So that's why I'm saying.
No, I lost, at one point in my life, I weighed 60 more pounds than I do now.
Well, my next question was going to be, what's different today than 60 pounds ago?
Everything.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, whenever you have gone through a couple record deals and ran your girlfriend clear off to India, and gained, put on, I had a beer belly, and then I ended up having a beer body, and then I realized that I need to lose some weight. So there comes a time in every young man's life where he has to choose between food and beer. And I'm just gonna say I'm gonna really miss food a lot.
If you could change 3 things in the world today, what would they be?
Oh my goodness. Try to make me sit. I promise I wouldn't be honest in this interview, but I guess I will.
We're only a couple more questions into this.
I don't know. I just hate that anybody has any family overseas, fighting for our country. And of course, one thing I love about country music is I feel like we're more supportive of our troops as a whole than any other probably format. I mean, publicly for sure. And I wish that we had all our troops here instead of overseas. I don't know. Could I wish that 3 times?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to change that 3 times.
If it were 1976 and there was a CB in every home, what would your CB handle be?
That is a dangerous question. I'm gonna filter the first 14 that came to mind, and I'm gonna have to go with Daddy.
I love it. I love it.
Breaker 19 radio check. Daddy here. But you know, isn't it weird that how weird, like, people always say, like, call me Daddy and all these weird things, but if you just take, or just Dad, it instantly is no longer cool.
Right. The
so
E
my
is
CB
about
handle
it.
will be Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Daddy's probably already taken, I'm sure.
Last question. If you were a bumper sticker, what would it say?
Earmuffs. I'd rather have okay, this is PG-13. Is that cool?
Don't look at me. I am the wrong woman to ask that.
We only have one career, might as well ruin it, right? I'd rather have oh, never mind, I can't say that. I'll tell you in your ear, and if you okay, then I'll say it. Yeah.
All right. Are there any children here? Yeah, there are. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Honk if you're happy.
Honk if you're happy.
Go with that.
All right. Thank you so much, Jerrod Niemann. Love you.
Thank you.